Hey guys, it's Storm Nightingale. Welcome back to my kitchen. So today I decided to do another video on cooking, but today it's triple chocolate cookies, so yeah. Also I just thought to do another one. I know that the other video didn't do so good, but it's like it weren't as bad as I thought it would be. Like, as in with the views and that, I thought that I was only going to get like one view or something, but I didn't, so thank God. Anyway, so because it's the festive season, I decided to do a bit more cooking videos during now, so that we can all like prepare in the time for, you know, Christmas, or if we don't celebrate Christmas, then winter solstice, Hanukkah and other celebrations. I mean, I do celebrate not just Christmas and Advent, but I celebrate other things as well. So yeah. Anyway, welcome back to my kitchen, as I said, but still. So yeah, for this recipe, what you'll need is a tub or mixing bowl to stir this in, a baking tray, a spoon. I'm using a wooden spoon because the other spoon needs washing up, to be honest, and wooden spoon is always easier. You also need most of the ingredients for triple chocolate cookies, or if you're a student like me, the packet mix. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this for a good while, so yeah, don't worry, I will make some things from scratch in the future. It's just before I go home, I might as well just do it from packet mixes rather than going out buying so many ingredients and then having it stored in a cupboard until I come back, which will be probably mid to late January, so yeah. So if you don't use the packet mix, it's any chocolate that you want, so white dark milk chocolate chips, or just one lot of chocolate chips, and cocoa, flour, butter, sugar, and any other ingredients that you might need, and baking butter. You can use unsalted or salted butter, but I always prefer using baking butter, just because I don't really use butter for anything else, so it's always good to go with that. First thing you need to do is to preheat your oven. So I'm putting mine on setting 4 and putting mine on the maximum for preheat. There isn't anything in there, good. You can just adapt it to however. Then if it's Fahrenheit, I would go for, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but in degrees it's always 180 or 190 degrees Celsius, but for preheat I always put on the maximum, and then when I go to put it in I dial it down. And if you have gas mark or Fahrenheit, please look it up on Google, because I'm not too sure, okay? I'm not a cooking expert, I'm more into performing arts, and that's my training and all of that. Even though I did work in the kitchen, like quite a few times, I worked in the fast food industry, but it wasn't for a big corporate brand, so yeah. I'm not a professional in the sense in the kitchen, so don't always take my word for it, please, for the love of God, or gods. Please use Google, because Google is your friend. Well, for whatever, really. So yeah, step 2 is always wash your hands and tie your hair up. I've always done that before hitting record on my laptop, so yep. So the next step you have to do, empty out the contents into a bowl. At this step, if you're doing it from scratch, measure out all of your ingredients and then mixing them all together in a big mixing bowl. For me, it's just packet into a mixing bowl, then putting in butter, and then using some water if it's like too dry. So yeah, I'm going to do it over here so that you guys can see. Use scissors to open a packet. Always easier than trying to use your teeth or something similar. Yeah, there we go. It was a bit blurry, so. Sniffing at the top. So that's the contents of the packet mix, all in there. The next step is to add in the butter. So it says add in 25 grams. I would say that's roughly, yeah. I don't like adding too much butter into things. Like if I can, I'd avoid it on a daily basis. But that's just me. Yeah, I'm not meant to be having stuff like this because I have gluten free. But this is vegetarian. Because what doesn't make it vegan is the fact that it's got chocolate in. Literally. But don't worry, I will be doing vegan recipes at some point. Just probably not this side of Christmas. But I will be adding in different recipes for different dietary requirements. The only recipes I don't think I'll do is meat, because again, I'm a vegetarian. Well, there's that, unless I collaborated with someone on this project, then yeah. Otherwise I wouldn't personally, because I don't eat meat, I don't eat most things like that, to be honest. Don't eat gluten, not anymore. I mean, I don't, on a daily basis, I tend to have soy milk instead of cow's milk or other types of milk. Either that or coconut milk, because I do like coconut milk. But it's not because of like, I'm trying to avoid animal stuff, because I'm a vegetarian, not vegan. It's just cheaper, really. Because if you think about it, a carton of soya, if you go to like a discounted store, then it's like about what, 50p? Well, you're paying for like a full pint of milk about over £1. And even then I don't get through it all in a week, so it's like, yeah. Because I don't have cereals, I literally just have coffee. Or green tea, or like some snacks, but that's about it. I have meals as well, but that's just it, really. It's not because like of anything, sometimes I just get too busy to actually sit down and have a meal in the morning, so getting a full pint of milk, like 4 pints of it or something like that, would just be a bit of a waste, really, because like I said, I only have coffee. That's the only thing that I use soy milk for. So yeah. The next step you need to do, add in some water. You only need about 25 ml of the water. Yeah, I just went over to the top to get it. Just mixing this together nicely. Still looks a bit dry, to be honest. Like I said in the previous video, it's always better to add in a little bit at a time, because you can always just add in a bit more, rather than doing like so much and then like it becomes too liquidy. Like in my last video, the mixture became a bit too liquidy, so I couldn't roll it into balls or anything. So it's like, yeah, I had to just glue it onto the tray last time, so. I always do practice like cooking before making videos like this. So, I do know what I'm doing. Just sometimes it don't seem like it, but I do know what I'm doing. I'm just not a professional at this. I mean, I do cook for other people, whether it be flatmates or friends or family, actually. Like, my favourite time to cook is like on a Sunday when me and my flatmates have Sunday roast, or for a big family occasion like a party or a celebration or New Year's, which is a celebration. Like, I'm pretty sure I'll be cooking like at Christmas time as well, so. Even though I'll be back at my family's, but I'll still be cooking. There we go. As you can see, it's all coming together. It's combining nicely. Normally on a Saturday, I would be quite busy. Like, I'd be back at home. But, yeah, not this weekend, but I am going to be back at my parents' house, like, from Monday. There we go. Did I just make that bit? I think I made it a bit too gloopy then, but oh well. Pretty sure this is the consistency that you want. I know it does not look healthy. This is not a healthy recipe. I am sorry. But it's nice to have it as a treat, like now and again. Honestly, sometimes I prefer making my own cookies and stuff rather than going to a shop and buy them. Saying that now, I bought some cookies earlier in the week, but that's because it was discounted with a loyalty card, so just can't resist offers like that. There we go, it's coming together. Now the next thing you need to do is put it on your baking tray. So this is the baking tray that I've got. It's quite nice. And if you, like me, haven't made it like, how do you put it? Sturdy enough, then you kind of need to like just put it on with a spoon. Make sure to leave at least 5 centimetres of a gap, or 5 millilitres of a gap between each one, so that, millilitres, I meant millimetres even. It's so that they don't come in between each other really and become one huge cookie dough thing. If you want to make cookie dough and not cookies, then just put it all together. Otherwise, I would not recommend it if you was going for more of a cookie shape. I mean, I'm going for more cookie shapes instead. Try to make it as evenly as possible. I'm not always even when it comes to like measurements and stuff. But to be honest, my subject area was never maths. I mean, I was better in maths than English back in high school, but my subject area was always music. That's just how it was, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I used to always work hard. It's just this. I could never understand, never get the hang of it, so I was like, you know what, if I fail, I fail. But I'm still going to work my hardest to try and get my grades. I mean, saying that, I ended up getting 4 C's at GCSE and 1A in ICT. I was quite good in ICT, but I just did not have the attention span for it. No. Can't just sit at a computer for hours on end. Unless it's editing for video, then sure. Otherwise, no. I mean, if I have to in today's society, then I have to, but that's just how it is. I prefer to work more practical. So I prefer to work like dance, performing arts, all of that, you know, all the jazzy stuff. That's just me though at the end of the day. Okay, so once you've done that, I mean, I've got like some of the mixture on my hand again, I always do. So I'm just going to quickly wash my hands, then come back and then put it in the oven. So yeah. I mean, now you turn it down to whatever the packet mix says to do it on. Yeah, I was right, 180. Woo, check me out. So yeah, you turn it down to 180 and then you just put them in the oven. Safety tip, ovens are hot, use oven gloves. But I don't, if it's a cold tin then I just put it in. There we go. I mean, ideally you use oven gloves, I just don't always, so there's that. Now during this time, you can use it to tidy up a bit. Use this time to do cleaning, just washing up really. And you put those in for at least 20 minutes. Probably not even that, it's probably going to be like, what, 15? I'm probably aiming for more of a softer bake because I like it crisp on the outside but a bit soft in the middle. But yeah, if you like it really, really crisp but not burnt, then I would go for the maximum that the recipe says, so like 20-25 sometimes. If you're like me, then aim for about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. But then like if you like it really, really soft bake, then 5 minutes, literally. Because I think soft bake is like a slight crisp, but it's not like underdone, if you get what I mean. I like it soft in the middle so it's a bit gooey and that, so yeah. That's just me though, that's my preference. If I had to pick like any biscuits, then it's, well, let's just forget if it's gluten free or not firstly. Secondly, it's just like, I prefer the supermarket bakery ones or bakery, like from Greg's, because they're like really soft and I prefer them that way than crispy. But that's just me, you know. Yeah. I mean, those are looking quite nice at the moment, but they're not done. So yeah, that's just it really. yeah, on a day-to-day basis, if I've got like lessons and stuff, then like weekdays, then I would get up 3 hours before my lecture starts and get ready. Like on a typical day, it literally takes me 3 hours to get ready, to have a shower, to wash my hair, to do my makeup, to get dressed, and to have coffee. On a typical day, I don't eat breakfast. If I really wanted to eat breakfast, then I'd have to get up about 3.5 hours before, 4 hours. I just don't see that I have enough time, so sometimes I eat after I've got a lecture, because to be honest, I couldn't say it then, it's just a bit, too early, so that's just how it is. Because I could have lectures from 9 in the morning, or have a rehearsal at about 8:30, 8 o'clock, 7:30, depending on the group. But like university lectures don't make you do rehearsals at like 7:30. It's just your group really. If your group wants to rehearse that time, then you rehearse that time. Simple as. I mean, next week, on Monday is going to be quite a busy day, but I would still be recording and uploading then. But yeah, on Monday in the morning I've got an exam. Then I'm packing and going home. Yeah. I also need to do something which I'll be uploading onto YouTube as well for Sunday, because Sunday is my deadline to do something for. There's that, and I've got other paperwork to do, so that's going to be fun today. But straight after I've done recording this video, then I'm going out, going shopping for a bit, then coming back, then doing paperwork. And then after doing paperwork, cooking dinner, and hopefully watching a movie with my flatmates. If not, just watching a series on Disney Plus. Like at the moment, I finished watching Parade's End and I'm now watching Wizards of Waverly Place, because why not? Just wanted to, So yeah, there's that, and I'm also watching Muppets now. And on Netflix at the moment, I started watching Peaky Blinders again for like about the 4th time. I quite like watching that show. I like watching other shows as well. So there's that. Yeah, honestly, like if I was to pick a show, that's my all-time favourite out of everything, has to be Stranger Things. So yeah. Anyway, I don't think any of you noticed, but I'm wearing Nightmare Before Christmas t-shirt. It's my favourite Christmas movie of all time, literally, because it's sweet and it's got like other people's idea of what Christmas is, and it's so beautiful. But it's dark and twisted, and I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's just it really. I quite like it, and this is my favourite Christmas show, well, Christmas film of all time. So yeah, just keeping an eye on the cookies at the moment. Ooh, they look so good. I don't always think that, but sometimes I do. As you can see behind, I still have Halloween paper chains up. Why not? It's Christmas Day as well. Paper chains. I know that paper chains are meant for Christmas, but this year I thought to do some Halloween ones, and then we just kept it all up during the whole period of the time. So yeah, I mean, the only thing I haven't kept up was the Halloween poster. Yeah, as you can see on my display board a bit, it's not there anymore. That's because like I sent it off to one of my relatives. Yeah. But don't worry, I'll be doing more craft videos and all that. So stay tuned. Yeah. Now during this time you want to be like checking the cookies to see if they've done well or if they still need to be baked. I'm still leaving it for a few more minutes, really. Probably about 10 more minutes, something like that. yeah. But yeah, that's it really. Like, keep an eye on your cookies when you're baking. I'd always recommend keeping your stations clear, or tidy at least. I mean, I've only got like a few things out of mine out, so like tub, lids, washing up, that's about it really. Yeah, I will be doing other videos as well, so don't you worry. I should say about taking them out right now. Now, always use oven gloves when you take things out of the oven. I use a tea towel because I don't have oven gloves. I've only got my flatmates ones, and I don't particularly want to be like using them because it's someone else's stuff, not mine. So my own tea towel. I have 2 tea towels, so yeah. I'll just burn myself. Anyway, as you can see, they've actually turned out pretty good. I mean, not as bad as I thought they would be. Yeah, they actually look pretty good. They're really big. Just saying. Keep them burning myself, geez. So, the last thing you need to do is turn off the oven. So thank you all for joining me on this journey of cooking in my kitchen, in my flat. And if you like this video, then please give it a like. If you like my content but haven't yet subscribed, or you like my videos but haven't subscribed, then please feel free to become a subscriber. And if you want to always be notified about when my next videos are, I think you can hit the bell button. I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, I would say hit the bell button. If not, you might actually get notifications anyway if you become a subscriber. Please let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments below. And let me know like what recipes I should try out next. And if you've got any suggestions for videos or songs or anything at all, then please comment them down below. If you've got any questions as well, feel free to comment them in the comments section. Yeah, so that's about it really. Thank you all for your support so far on my channel. Thank you for your contributions to becoming a subscriber and for like supporting me on my career. And hopefully you will support the performing arts industry and the creative industry, because at the end of the day, art is work. It's just like any other job. It contributes to society, and in that way it's still important and it's still necessary. So yeah, let's all keep the arts alive. Thank you all for watching this video. Please take care. See ya.